So, waiting input received. Oh shoot! Wasn't it over here before? No, it's there. We have 3 more endings. Yeah, let's go to the left. I want to go downstairs. We'll continue from here.
Oh no! Oh no!
Not again.
Not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to
Oh,
encourage you.
bro.
I'm not going to say anything at all.
So you remember,
I'm
huh?
just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please.
It's an amazing
take your
room,
time.
man. Oh my god, there's so much rooms for activity. We've already passed some 4-digit numbers and yeah, but anyways.
But
Okay, down
Stanley
here.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
We got Thanos.
None of it made any
We're in the
logical
Marvel
sense.
universe.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still
Coffee
lucid.
night.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Wow.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he
That is what
hadn't
he was
asked
talking
himself
about.
sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
Although we are looping.
the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I am not okay. And this is not a dream, this is reality.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? and everything went black.
No! Oh my gosh, dude, I was so stuck in there.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Huh?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man
us,
who had
427.
stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day.
Oh my gosh.
Important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She killed me, man. So you just end up dying if you go down there? 427, that's an unfortunate ending, brother.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy?
For the
Check
trophy?
the door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Before you have to press it 437 times for this door just to open, bro.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What do you mean? Right, because the boss knows that what the boss says goes if the bosses suffered losses, and that's what the boss shows. There's different freaking things. What happens if I go up?
1 week later.
Was it all a lie? Input receipt. I just need 2 more.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Oh,
did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Can't be the boss's office a second time. Oh my goodness. It is the boss's office.
It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute while I process this.
The Stanley Parable, please hold.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Wait. God damn it. Look, did I get it? You just want to get your revenge back. Okay, look, I'm sorry. I'll go back downstairs. I won't. We're gonna see the elevator go back up again. I promise.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it.
What's up?
I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Alright, let's go back.
Going back down in the elevator.
It's not like I can go anywhere else.
Anticipated. I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Now, surely Stanley won't just press a button again. Got anything to say, Mr. Narrator?
You know what?
What's up?
I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment.
Whoa, what was that down there?
It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
Yeah.
But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
And we'll go back down because there's something scary down there.
Isn't this so much more exciting, you know, Stanley? It seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Oh good, we're here. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Live on stage. Oh my gosh, we're getting a new ending here, ladies and gentlemen, or something. Live on stage. All eyes on Stanley. What? World's healthiest human being, all tricks revealed. How we did it, the pyramids. Like the guy who went to Mars. The storyteller. Stanley reveals all in his new books. Oh, am I writing a book and Stanley's a narrator? Ooh, imagine, brother. Imagine. World peace, baby. Okay.
Ah, yes. Here it is, just through this door.
Stanley Parable. Tonight live on stage. The man, the process, myth, legend, parable. Stanley from the Stanley Parable. Tonight live. Doing great. Conversation with Alexander the Great. To stage. Right. Welcome, Stanley.
I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
No. Hold on. Alright, 427, that's me. Break a leg, champ, your boss. Interesting story. Stanley, me, dad, age 6. Before showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot, you are too cool. Good luck on stage, rock on, break a leg. I love you the way you ride elevators. I want to tell stories the way you do. Go get them, Tiger. Stanley, my true love for you. Grow every day, you make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. How do we get to the apartment? We must get to the apartment. Congratulations. Remember where you came from. Your co-workers. Let's get it. Alright. My stage. Dang! If I move. What's going on? I can't see. Ringing in my I'm dead. The bucket did. What the hell happened? Hello?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
I didn't contact you, you contacted me. So we got a phone call, you got the paparazzi death. I like word. I just hate my boss. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. There's always gonna be a new quote for that. Escape! Let's go. Let's try this one out.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Finding that, he's saying. Alright, bro. Stop the gap.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Oh, really, huh?
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I ain't gonna die. Yeah, I ain't gonna die, man. What you can get away from me? Absolutely nothing much. See, look, I'm alive. Look up and look down. Oh, God.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it
wait,
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
I'm sorry.
Stanley can't see
Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out.
He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow
Oh
life.
my God.
Farewell, Stanley.
Wait, he made it past. He didn't make it past. Oh, wait. I promise. No. Aha.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body.
No, I'm so alive. I'm so alive.
instantly.
So alive. Ah! E? Got a new narrator. Is this Mariella, whatever her name was? Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
What kind of White House
When
is this?
every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh really? Nature paintings. Where's my wife? Stanley's computer. It was always there in office layout. Okay, I see. Corridor pacing of this opening section. Important to get right. Corridor has been moved, altered. Filing cabinets. The two doors. Set of two doors. Very first concrete piece. The office. Room 1, 2, and 3. Button sound. 4, 5. We got the office computers. We got installation. We got somebody playing some cards. An employee database. Password. The current time is internal clock error. Please reset. Loading. Based on the work. So this is the credits right here. W ending, I guess. We have over here the office 431 436. We got the maintenance room early version. We got pictures up here. We got the war zone. Early development we designed ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it, it was far too joking and on the nose for the tone of the game. Some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. From Dink Dunk subject gay. Are you gay? Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email their narrator. Regarding your game in the works, I appreciate the previous Stanley as a work of art. Appreciate any version of the lab office. We got some telephone. What is this? The apartment timer. In previous version of choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds. Pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. One option, two options, one option, vent. Originally part of this ending would put a lever in the narrator will describe what color they had pulled. Game is now paused. Begin the game. Resume option. We had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Countdown does. One of the deaths from an early version. Countdown ending. Narration outtakes. When writing the voice of the narrator. Dialogue for the entire game, roughly 3 separate times over 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
Stanley stood on the snow. Then he pushed the number 8. Then he pushed the number 4. Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't know. How about they're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing?
Alright. Exit time. Stanley Parable.
Oh,
what are you laughing
look
at?
at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. how they both wish to be free.
Both of us. Narrator's also stuck with me, man. Off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat this game.
I am not turning off the
As long as you
PlayStation.
move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
I'm dead. I ain't gotta turn on the PlayStation. You want me to break my own console, bro? Waiting input. Input received. Oh, welcome, Stanley, to heaven. This is heaven? Yeah. He just keeps singing buttons. We gotta just turn on the freaking crosshair for this then. I was like, they're all just turning back on, man. Yeah, let's begin the game again. I don't know what you're supposed to do with the button test.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Yeah, everyone went missing, bro.